Good morning. This is Gilbert of Riley's Lawncare. I'm going to take you and show you my 2016 lawn care setup. I'm going to show you what equipment I used and give you a real quick walkthrough. So bear with me a minute and I will get everything lined out here. Okay, to start with, this is my pickup. It's a 2001 Dodge Ram 1500 with a V6 motor in it, and it's old but it's still running, so only thing it's used for is to pull the lawn trailer. Now this is a 10 foot by 6 foot trailer with sides on it. I'm a solo lawn care provider, so it will haul one rider and one push mower and a dumpster on the inside. On the outside, I've got the weed eater racks. There's 3 holders here, and it has locks on both ends. It's called a rack'em, so I can keep it locked when I'm not around it. And there's a homemade backpack blower rack and a rack for a water can here. And in the front there is the straps for holding my dumpster. Okay. Now this is the equipment that I have that I use currently. My 25-gallon sprayer here is a pull-behind sprayer that I have about 6 or 8 customers where I spray the yards at least once a year and sometimes a couple times. And then here's my 4-gallon backpack sprayer, which I use quite often. I do a lot of spraying with this here spot spraying, you might say, with this backpack sprayer. And it's, well, I don't know, it's a Shapen is bought at Ace Hardware. So, and this here is the Remington limb and trim saw, little 14-inch trim saw, which I don't do any large trees or anything, so this is enough for me. And this is my STIHL HS 45 hedge trimmer, and this is really a nice little trimmer. It gets a little hard if you have some big hedges, because it's a little bit on the heavy side. Now this is my backpack blower. My STIHL hand blower just quit on me, so the only thing I've got going right now is just Husqvarna 350 BT backpack, and it's 3 or 4 years old, but it's still running. Hopefully it keeps on, because I'm going to have to replace that hand blower as soon as I can. Now this weed eater here is the STIHL FS55R. This is an old weed eater which I purchased probably 7 or 8 years ago, still running. Now this is the newest of my equipment. It's a STIHL FC 56C edger, and this was just purchased in November or December of this past year. This Shindawa, this is a T242, and I use it for most of the yards because it's a little bit lighter than the STIHL. And I just this past week replaced the heads on the Shindawa and the old STIHL weed eater with the new speed feed heads, which I'll show you here in a minute. But the only thing I didn't bring out was my push mower, which I'll show you later. Excuse me. Now this is Zorro Seamaster Commercial, a 34-inch ZTR, which I purchased about 3 or 4 years ago, and it's a 34-inch, and I bought this here because it's easy to get in backyards with the small gates. Now this is my main mower. This is a Walker 48-inch. This is a 2005 model. I bought it about 5 years ago, and it was used and had about probably 800 hours on it when I purchased it. Of all the mowers that I've ever owned, this is probably my favorite for handling, because it's so easy to get around and steer and maneuver. And the grass handling system on the back, it holds I think it's 9.5 bushel, and you can use it to when you're picking up clippings, or you can pull the lid open on the back and use it just for spreading it out, blowing out the back. So right now this is just about the entire lineup. I have about 25 yards that I do now. I cut down in the last couple of years, so whenever I lose a client for moving or death or whatever, I have not tried to replace them, because I'm slowly gearing down. Okay, now I'll take you over here, and I'll show you my push mower, and then I'll show you the attachments, the new speed feed heads. Okay, this is a Honda CRC 216, I believe it is, and this is I don't know how old it is. It's at least 10, 12 years old, and I like it because the rear wheel drive have properties with pretty steep slopes, and this here pulls real good on the slopes, and also it's got the dual blades, so in the fall it's good at mulching leaves, and that's the reason for it. I like the old one. I had the lighter one, but this one here just does a better job for what I need. And like I say, it's getting old, but it's still doing the job. Okay, here's the speed feed head, new one, which I hadn't even used yet. I just put on the old STIHL weed eater, and as soon as I get it in focus here, you can see they make these speed feeds. They've got one that's got the adapter kit in it, which this here already had it on there. So when I bought it this time, I just had to get the head, and this old FS55R quit on me last year, and over the winter time I ordered a carburetor off of eBay and replaced it. Now the thing's still running just like new again. So I use it for some of the bigger, taller weeds, some of the tougher ones, because the STIHL is actually the one that's got the most power. Okay, you've seen my setup for 2016, and now if the storms would only go quit here, we've had storm after storm here, and if the weather would cooperate, maybe we can get caught up on the mowing. And this year it looks like it started out to be a real good year. Everything is growing so fast. I'm not able to keep up with it, so I haven't been doing and probably won't be doing much videoing, because being a solo lawn care, it's difficult to keep up. And right now it's working Saturdays and sometimes even Sundays. So until next time, have a good one.